Every person you've ever admired once stood exactly where you are now, uncertain, afraid, but willing. They weren't fearless, they were simply relentless. They risked failure. They walked alone. They pushed forward even when their hearts trembled. Abraham Lincoln's journey wasn't a straight line to greatness. It was paved with defeat, lost businesses, failed elections, heartbreak, and rejection. Again and again, the world told him no, but he refused to let those defeats define him. He chose to rise, and that single decision changed the future of a nation. And Lincoln is not an exception. Behind every extraordinary success is a trail of hardship. Authors whose manuscripts were rejected dozens of times before they became timeless classics. Entrepreneurs who lost everything, sometimes more than once, before building empires. Athletes who trained in silence long before the world even knew their names. What sets them apart isn't luck. It isn't genius, it's a decision. The decision to keep going when it hurts. The decision to walk forward when your mind screams to turn back. Because the life you crave is never found in the comfort zone. It's hidden beyond the struggle, waiting for the one willing to endure. You don't grow by avoiding the fire. You grow by walking through it. You become strong by leaning into discomfort, by embracing rejection, by rising again every time you're knocked down. Pain is not your enemy, it's your teacher. It breaks what is weak and builds what is unshakable within you. This moment, right here, right now, is where your transformation begins. Not in safety, but in challenge. Not in comfort, but in adversity. Decide that you are done playing small. Decide that your dreams are worthy. Decide that you are worthy. The world doesn't need more people hiding. It needs more people rising. And right now you have the chance to rise, even if your knees shake, even if your voice trembles, even if no one believes in you yet. Take the step, because this moment is the one that changes everything. But to keep moving forward, you must know why. Not vaguely, not someday. You need clarity, purpose, because purpose is fuel. It's the quiet force that drives you when everything feels heavy. When the world says stop, purpose whispers, go. Without it, even the smallest challenge feels like a mountain, but with it, you can walk through fire and come out stronger. Purpose transforms pain into progress. It gives meaning to sacrifice. It turns struggle into growth. Martin Luther King Jr. didn't march through cities, face hatred, and deliver words that would echo for generations because it was easy. He did it because he knew exactly what he stood for. His dream wasn't a wish, it was a mission, and that clarity moved millions. That same power lives inside you, but first you must define it. Ask yourself, what burns in my heart so deeply that I can't ignore it? What legacy do I want to leave? What impact do I want to make? Be honest, be specific. Don't settle for vague dreams or borrowed goals. Write it down, put it somewhere you'll see it every day. Read it when you're tired, repeat it when you're afraid. Return to it when doubt creeps in. Because purpose is not a one-time spark. It's a daily fire you must keep lit. Motivation fades, purpose endures. Motivation is loud but fleeting. Purpose is quiet but eternal. Once you know your purpose, set goals. Clear, concrete goals. Because a dream without structure will drift into nothingness. A dream without direction is like a ship without a compass, adrift, lost, forgotten. Goals give your dream a spine. They turn possibility into inevitability. They are promises you make to yourself, declarations that you will not leave your future to chance, that you will not just hope, you will move. Even the greatest achievements began as small, specific steps. The moon landing wasn't one giant leap. It was the result of countless tiny goals achieved one after another. The same power lives in you. Start today. Not tomorrow. Not when things feel perfect. Now. Write down your goals. Make them real. Break them into milestones. Small, achievable victories that remind you you're making progress. Celebrate them. Let them fuel your belief that you are not stuck, you are becoming. Because transformation doesn't happen in one giant leap. It happens step by step, decision by decision. Each small win builds momentum. Each action creates clarity. And when your goals are clear, your actions follow. You stop wandering, you start building. And yes, criticism will come, doubt will come. Voices will rise, whispering caution or shouting disbelief. Some will laugh. Others will mock. not because they're cruel, but because they're afraid. Afraid of the unknown, afraid of someone who dares to do what they cannot. But remember, Galileo was condemned for telling the truth about the universe. Einstein was ridiculed before he was revered. Every visionary was doubted before they were celebrated. Their critics have been forgotten. Their names have endured. Criticism is not your enemy. It's proof that you're doing something different, something uncommon, something that matters. The judgment of others reflects their limitations, not your potential. So separate the noise from the wisdom. Let constructive criticism sharpen you. Let empty criticism fall away. Because you are not here to please the doubters. You are here to honor the vision burning inside you. The road ahead will demand courage. It will demand resilience. But if you keep your purpose clear, your goals sharp, and your heart steady, you will rise. So now choose. Will you stay in the safety of comfort, or will you step into the fire of growth? Will you retreat into the familiar, or will you take the risk that leads to the life you truly desire? The choice is yours, and your future waits for the step you take today. Every person you have admired once stood exactly where you are, uncertain, unprepared, unqualified, but they made a choice to stop letting fear decide their future. They didn't wait for the perfect moment. They didn't wait to feel ready. They simply started, because greatness doesn't come with a roadmap. It comes with movement, and that movement, I saw men, starts in silence. No crowd, no applause, no spotlight, just long nights, quiet mornings, and a whisper inside that says, "You were made for more." Most people ignore that whisper. They scroll past it, sleep through it. But not you, because something deep in your spirit knows. You weren't born to live and die unnoticed. You weren't made to blend in. You were called to rise, to build, to fight, even when no one is watching. And yes, it will be hard. You'll doubt yourself. You'll lose sleep. You'll feel alone. But the pain of growth will always be smaller than the pain of regret. Look around. You're not missing talent. You're not lacking opportunity. What you need is already inside you. What's missing is the decision. The decision to go all in. The decision to stop making excuses. The decision to rise, and even when your knees shake, even when your voice trembles. Because listen closely. The people who go far in life are not the ones who never fell. They're the ones who refuse to stay down. Every failure carved strength into their bones. Every setback trained their mindset. Every no sharpened their why. And slowly, quietly, day by day, they became unstoppable. You are standing at that same threshold now. No one is coming to do it for you. No one is coming to hand it to you. This is your moment to prove you can carry the weight of your own destiny. The question is, will you rise or will you retreat? Will you fight for your future or fold under the comfort of now? Because someday someone will look at your life. They will call you an inspiration. They will wonder how you stayed strong when everything told you to quit. And you will say, "I didn't wait to feel ready. I chose to rise when no one believed I could." You see that moment, the one where you chose to rise? That was the beginning of a transformation. Not the kind people see, but the kind that changes everything. Because from that day forward, you stopped chasing motivation and started building discipline. You stopped needing a reason and became the reason. You stopped looking around for support and realized you are your own backup plan. The world doesn't hand crowns to the hesitant. It rewards those who build their throne with bloody hands, shaking knees, and an unbreakable will. And when things got heavy, when the storm rolled in, when the silence got loud and the doubts screamed louder, you didn't run, you stood, you endured, you adapted. Not because you didn't feel fear, but because you finally stopped letting fear be the loudest voice in your mind. Because let's be honest, everyone wants success, everyone wants greatness, but very few are willing to pay the price it demands. And that price, it's not just sweat, it's sacrifice. It's showing up when you're tired. It's staying focused when distractions beg for your attention. It's choosing the long game when shortcuts whisper in your ear. It's hearing "you're crazy" from the people closest to you and doing it anyway. That's what makes you different. You don't just have potential, you're activating it. You're not here to be average. You're here to rewrite the rules, to disrupt the pattern, to become the kind of person even your future self admires. There's a fire in your chest right now. Don't smother it. Don't ignore it. Fuel it. Let it burn away your limitations. Let it torch the lies that said you're not good enough. Let it light up the path for others still trapped in darkness. Because make no mistake, someone is watching you. Someone who needs your courage, your fight, your example, your refusal to quit is the permission they need to begin. This isn't just about your dream anymore. It's about legacy, impact, becoming the kind of person who doesn't just change their life, but inspires others to change theirs. So don't stop now. You've come too far. You've built too much. You've already survived the version of you who wanted to quit 100 times. And the truth is, you're not chasing a dream. You're becoming the kind of person who never lets one die. So rise every day, every moment, not because it's easy, but because it's worth it. And when the world asks how you made it, tell them, I didn't wait, I didn't wish, I worked, I bled, I kept going when everyone else stopped. I made myself unstoppable. Because that's what high achievers do. They don't hope for power, they become it.